There you go. Oops.
Don't start with me.
Hello, my name is Missy Harris, and I serve as the director of the Lincoln County Library System. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our Creative Aging Watercolor Techniques for Beginners course. This special program is made possible through the generous support of the Lincoln County Library Foundation and the Wyoming Arts Council. I am truly delighted that you are joining us for this creative experience. Our instructor, Judy Gonin, has been painting and teaching in Wyoming for the past 21 years after relocating with her husband to the Star Valley area. She teaches classes through Western Wyoming Community College's Afton Outreach Program and has also received grant funding to offer creative aging classes as an individual teaching artist. Judy has led workshops and classes in Jackson, DuBois, Rock Spring, and the Star Valley area, and we are pleased to welcome her back as a valued teaching artist for the Lincoln County Library System's Creative Aging Program. I truly hope you enjoy this class.
Would you like a clap with any of us? Anything, Judy?
Hello, Shantae. Okay, can Alpine and everybody hear me out there? Alpine, everybody wave their hands if they can hear me. Okay, Lizzie waved her hand.
I have the camera flipped on this one.
Oh, it can be on that. That's all.
No, it's looking at me.
It's looking at you.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Yes, there we
Okay.
go.
Okay. You can see me up there and oh, there we are. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, do I hit don't show this again?
Yes.
Do I hit unmute or later or?
You're good. No, wait.
Just want to get that little square out of there. Okay, we're good to go. Phew. It only took 4 minutes. Okay. Now, last week we did smaller versions of yet more trees. You know what can I say? So we did smaller versions of this. This one on top and this one on the bottom, okay? And what we're going to do for the next 2 weeks, because it's the final project. Do we have mat boards for these? Yeah, okay, so when we're done with it, we're going to have a mat board that's going to fit nicely around there, right? Pardon me? Okay, they were supposed to be ordered, but I know I made a mistake with the pallet, so that so you may or may not get a mat board. but it's pretty standard. You can buy one inexpensively in a lot of different places. Anyway, so what we were going to do was we were going to come in and do a full-size painting. Today, what we're going to do is the background. But I don't know about you guys, I'm really tired of winter. So I decided we're going to do a nice little pathway in the green forest, okay? I think this will be a lot more fun. It's the exact same principle as this one. The only difference is the background, right? I mean, that's really the only difference. So we're painting the trees in the same way. So the way we're going to start is doing it this way. See? Everybody see? Okay. What you do is you get the background down first, right? Where you want your lightest lights, the pathway, and I drop some blues in there, some greens in there. And then in order to be able to paint my trees as quickly as possible, and this is just the first step, I use that technique that we used when we did the negative space one. Negative space, my own work. It looks better that way. Okay, negative space one, where we blotted up with paper towels. And that gets the page dry enough that you can go ahead and get your trees on top. And at the same time, it also gives you that really nice texture. So this is the first step. And then this is the second step. And this is probably as far as we're going to get today. And then next week, we're going to come in and put in all the final touches, the pathway, a little bit more work on the human. I think there's a little doggy in there too. I'm not sure. Is there a little dog in there? Yes. They're so easy to do. I mean, it's just a black blob for the head, a red blob for the jack, and, little shadow there. It's really easy to do. But what we want to do is we want to create this depth in the painting. So it really looks like you're going into the forest. And we're going to do that by working in layers. So this is going to be our first layer. And what I want you to get ready is I want you to have all of your paints ready. And you're going to need a lot more paint than you've needed up to this point because we're covering a whole page. Okay. So I want your greens, your blues. Basically, all your paints have to be ready. Okay. Look at my palette. Can you switch it to my desk, please? See, okay. Look at my palette. All right. So all of these paints are really juicy and wet and ready to go. If your paints don't look like this, then you need to squeeze more paint on top. All right. And get them so that you can get a lot of paint out into your mixing area quickly. Okay. And we're not going to pre-draw any of this. So you need to have ready your paints and paper towel for blotting. Okay. And for those of you in the studio audience who consistently forget water, we're going to pre-wet this, okay? Which is going to give you it's going to make it easier for you to blend your colors because what was happening last week and other weeks is people were getting a really, sorry, you guys, I keep doing it upside down. People were getting a really hard line around their yellow and then their blue, okay? And they weren't allowing the colors to blend like this, okay? By pre-wetting the paper, you will get more of a blend, but you also lose a little bit of control, so you don't want it too wet. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate, and then when you do start, I just want you to make sure that you have enough paints ready. My paints are all pretty wet, so I'm not really worried about getting them in my mixing area quickly. What we want to do is in the center, I want to come in with my yellows, all right? And then I'm going to drop the blue in just like we did this without this little background right here. So we're going to do it the same way up here, okay? And then dropping blue in. And then we're gonna drop green on top of that blue. We're gonna blot a little bit and then drop green in on top of the blue. We're gonna do the pathway the same time that we do it all and the sides as well. So it's gonna look like this. This is the first step. When I pre-wet my paper, there are a number of ways you can do it. You guys only have a number 10 synthetic brush. It takes a whole lot to get the water from this brush and your water container to your paper, right? You can spray. If you do this next part, do you see me having direct eye contact with you, honey? Okay. When you do this next part, do it gently. Sometimes I just do this. Okay. I just poured about a tablespoon of water on my paper, directly on my paper. And now I'm really rubbing it in there. Okay. That's one way to make sure you get enough water on the paper. And just rubbing it in there a lot. I don't want it to be too wet because I don't want the paint to flow too much. That's just my lack of patience because otherwise you're, wetting and coming back and forth. So if you do this, be gentle. Make sure that the paper is completely wet. The brushes are frustrating. Okay.
Did everybody get Jesus?
Okay, so
Wants to do that now.
no. I did not want you to do that now. You're okay, Tina. If you did start it now, it's fine, but we have to work all wet into wet, all right? So allow me to demonstrate first. It looks a little bit too wet to me at this point, so just sopping up a little bit. And then I'm coming in with I have lemon yellow. I'm going to come in with a little bit of gamboge next to it. And I'm going to come in with some yellow ochre. I'm going to kind of mix all of these yellows together, and I'm going to add a little bit of white in there. Okay.
Remind us what we mixed together to get gamboge.
Gamboge is a tube paint.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. All right.
It's your warm yellow. Okay. Lemon's your cool yellow. Gamboge is your warm yellow. Okay. So I've got my yellow mixed up over here. Before I go over to my paper, I'm going to mix up my sky blue. I'm going to do cerulean and ultramarine. I want to make sure I have a lot of that. And if your paints are dry, then you need to make sure that they're wet so you can pick the paint up. My paints are really wet because I keep them in this palette and spray them every day. Well, I use them every day too, but I spray them every day. And then I'm doing sap green, and we're just going to leave it at sap green for now. Okay. Cleaning off my brush really, really well.
Okay, start over with which yellow is it?
Okay. I have used all three of my yellows. I've used lemon yellow, gamboge, and yellow ochre, and then I added a touch of white. Then I got my blues ready. I had an overwhelming desire to sing a song about the blues at that point.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so blue. Okay. They wouldn't even let me sing in the church choir chanté. My mother went to defend my singing skills and joined the choir because the choir director was cute. It's a true story.
Okay, you're green again. What was it?
The green, I'm just doing sap green. Okay, so I'm ready to go. Don't freak out if you're not ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate, and then I'll walk you through it again, all right? Okay, so I'm coming in with my lemon yellow. You can see my paper's already started to dry even though I wet it down. I'm coming in a little over halfway down the page. Okay, and I'm just painting this yellow in through the center like this. Okay, and then I'm coming in with my blues from the side down into the yellow a little bit, not too much because I don't want to create green, but I do want it to go into that yellow a little bit. I want that nice transition, that nice smooth blending of colors wet into wet. And you're working on a much bigger piece of paper this time, so keep in mind that you have to have a lot of paint ready. Okay, I've gotten this far, and now you know what I'm gonna do? Everybody know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna schmoo a little bit through the center, just bring it like that. It's pretty good like that. Okay. Now, again, I'm working wet into wet, so I'm going to work pretty quickly. I'm going to do the path and the bottom of the page just coming in all yellow at this point. Just do it all yellow. I don't know if you saw that, but when I was painting in blue, it splattered into my yellow, so I've got kind of a dull yellow here. Okay, so this is basically what you're going to want your page to look like. Okay, so I did all three of my yellows with a little bit of white in the center. Then I mixed my blues. I mixed ultramarine and cerulean blue, and I came in from the sides into the yellow part. This is going to be the center of my painting where my little guy is. You see how nice bright light down there, all right? And then the blues.
What was your path?
I lost my path, Shantae. I made a mistake. My path is lost. We'll recover it later. I lost my way.
The bottom is just yellows, correct?
Yep, the bottom is just yellow because I lost my way. If I do wet into wet too, I can just come in like this, right from the. If you want to get that path in, all I did was coming in with yellow ochre. Just about like that. It's 1 point perspective, so it's really easy perspective. And don't have it going off the corner of the page like I just did. Don't do that. Okay, so don't have it going off the corner of the page. You never want anything to shoot right off the corner because it creates an arrow and is not very interesting compositionally. So there we are. This is as far as you need to get right now. We can all go home now. Just kidding.
Your path was the darkest yellow?
The darker yellow, yellow ochre, yes. And if you want to lay it in later and not wet into wet, that's fine too. Blues, Tina, blues.
Yeah, okay, blues, which one?
Blues, cerulean and ultramarine.
Cerulean.
This is cerulean and that's ultramarine.
You want to do both? Oh, what's them together? Got if you water this stuff to the monster.
It's a little bit
It was the spray, you're on it.
Never noticed you have an accent. Do you hear that all the
You
time?
just now notice it?
Yeah, I've never really got to talk to her before.
Yeah, I know. I've been here 40 years.
She still has her awesome accent.
Although I'm sure when I go back to Britain.
I typically think I have my well, that's blocking.
Oh, this is a bit too strong.
Okay, then you mix these two together.
Oh, okay.
Just bring them.
I just need to.
Okay, that should not what you thought.
Okay.
Oh, over here, over here.
Okay.
Over there, over there.
So we were gonna blot, did you say?
Not yet, we have to drop our greens in.
So we're gonna.
Okay, I think we're ready to drop our greens in.
I'm having a hard time seeing when this will be finished up, but final product.
I don't know who asked that. Who asked that? Jill. Okay, that's the final product. Okay. All right. This is the step that we're going towards. So we've dropped everything in except our green.
Wait.
Pardon me?
Wait.
They said wait. Okay. If we can't get it wet into wet, that's fine. Okay, so. But I think what we're gonna have to do is maybe blot up a little bit. I think it's all good. We're just gonna go wet into wet with green. Remember, we want to keep this very, very light. Look how light this is, you guys, because we have about 6 more layers, if not, we've got a lot of layers to go. So what you want to do is you want to start really, really light so that you can do then a mid-tone and then a darker tone value. Okay. Alpine, Lizzie, give me a thumbs up when you're ready for the green. I'm picking on you because you're closest to me. Alpine, you too. Start waving your arms if you're ready to move on. Kathy, are you waving your arms? She is now. Okay.
In the March, didn't have anyone show up.
Oh.
So, I know. I think they were busy.
I mean, there's a lot going on right now, all right. All right. This is going to be a hard concept for you guys to understand. Maybe. I feel like I had one more of these somewhere. I did. Okay. This is hopefully as far as we can get today. This is a tumultuous cacophony of leaves. I worked on that all day today. A tumultuous cacophony of leaves, right? So we're not painting smoothly here. We're gonna go kitty wonkus with our leaves, especially this first run. And I'm gonna start. I hope that everybody's ready. I've got just plain sap green here, and I'm gonna start to do this. Okay. I'm just splattering it all around. I know. Sometimes I'm going to go into the yellow maybe. And remember, this is your focal point. So leave this airy. Okay. Don't put a lot in there right now. I usually make mine a little bit darker. And remember, you're not going too dark here. It's going to dry 20% lighter, but you do not want to go too dark. And then I'm coming in with my tissue and I'm getting that texture in there. And see how that softens all the leaves? Try and leave this center right through here. Leave your path clear and leave your center as clear as you can. Okay, for now anyway. You can even come down along the sides of your path and add a little bit more. What do the keywords say? Tumultuous cacophony of leaves. Blotting up a little bit. I mean, the blotting does 2 things. It gives you a little bit of texture, then it allows us to move on a little bit more quickly without getting up and drying.
It's your middle green.
So can you see how these 2 look almost exactly the same? Okay, I've got enough blue coming in for sky holes in the trees. Okay, I've got a little bit of green going. This is the first layer. So when everybody gets to this point, give me a thumbs up and then we're going to start painting trees in.
Okay.
In the people class, we're not going to paint one tree.
Oh.
Well, unless you take a picture of yourself in a tree house or something. No snow. I'm so tired of snow.
Actually, don't the other people know that you still have one place?
Did I what?
Have one spot.
Oh, that's right. I was going to do that. I have one spot left in my creative aging class where we're doing, what did I say I was teaching? Drawing people in watercolor, gouache, and ink. And this is the kind of thing we're going to be doing. Everybody's going to be having to take photographs. We're not working from the internet. We're going to engage with human beings. And everybody's going to be clothed, okay? This is a question that gets asked a lot. This is not figure drawing or portrait drawing. It's just simply how to draw people in watercolor in a really fun way. This is my friend Julie, and she was eating bagels with peanut butter, banana slices, and chocolate chips. Yeah, but look how she matched. I mean, how could you not take a picture of that? She matched the little wrapper they had on there, the black and white. She always wears black and white. Okay, you guys know Julie, right? Okay. More green, Tina, more green. Oh, thank goodness she sat right in front of me. Alpine and Afton, give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go. I mean, you guys have done this a million times. Yes, you need to smooth this more. You need to smooth it out. It's too, it's not.
It's part of it.
Yes, all that. Oh, it's part of it. Yeah, you can see how you smooth this out here. Smoothing.
Ready.
Tumultuous cacophony of schmooing. Shmoo, Tina. Okay. I'll be right back. I have to go make sure everybody's schmooing and get in their cacophony, right? Oh, 2 at once. Look at you go. Okay.
It was too dark, so I started over, but then I kind of like the darks.
That's the way to do it, really. 2, 3, 4 at a time. Okay. Okay, Alpine said they're ready.
Yep, she's ready.
Okay, okay. Usually I would tidy up my palette a little bit. Now remember, we're going to start with trees, okay? And we're going to be painting some of the trees and then adding some more leaves. Watch it. We'll end up finishing this painting and we'll have to do a snow painting next week. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm coming in with my burnt umber, okay? And then I'm adding some violet to it. Burnt umber and violet, because I want really, initially, some really dark tree trunks, especially for my big one. Violet, burnt umber and violet. I added a little bit of burnt sienna too, just to lighten it up or make it a little more orangey, and then a bit more violet. Okay, I'm going to show you what the color looks like. Okay, see how dark that is? I added a little burnt sienna. So both of your browns, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and violet. Burnt umber, burnt sienna, and violet. You can throw a little blue in there too if you want to even make it darker. Okay. And you can paint any kind of tree. I remember one week when we were painting trees. I've been painting trees every day. Someone did a really big fat tree and it was just beautiful. So you can do any kind of tree you want here. This top one I'm going to do, your trees are growing along the edge of your path, right? And they're going to go deeply into the image, into the forest. So I'm going to start over on my right or my left with a really big tree. And I'm just going to go, remember, all you're doing is really painting a great big line like this. I had a little less water there, so I'm not getting a smooth, even going to make it a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to come out with a branch that's coming out like this. Just a big old branch, and that branch is actually going to cross over my path over to here. You can do whatever you want, right? This is just because I got tired of little trees. Okay, so there's one. And then what do we do at the bottom of that tree so that we can ground it? I'm just going to come in and add a little water at the bottom just to shmoo it out a little bit so that it's not just like coming out like a telephone pole, right? I can come in and add a little bit of brown there or a little bit of green there later. Just like that. Okay. That's my first tree and branch. It's a pretty funny branch. I might need to have one more going over like that. All right. Anyway. Okay. And then over on the other side, you want to move up and down the paper page too. So you don't want all of your trees to start on the same line. Okay. As I go back further into the painting, they will go further up. So here I'm going to have one that is going to be further up the page.
See your top branch.
Pardon me?
Is your top, can you see your top branch? No. Is it going off the page? I don't know.
I just ended it right there. Is that what you're talking about?
Towards you, okay, got it. I think it's too wet. I have to.
So basically what you're doing is you're painting, avoid the center area. We're going to come in and do that in a little bit. But what you're doing is just trees of different widths. And if you just paint the straight lines and you keep going without getting more paint on your brush, then your trees are going to automatically get lighter as you go along. So. My trees are growing very straight today. Okay, but you see how it gets lighter as you go along, okay? So you're going to get about this far. How many trees do I have in here so far? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 trees. Shmoo all your bottoms. That sounds really funny. I'm sorry. That sound.
You thought about that deeply, didn't you?
Shmoo the bottoms of your trees, people. I know you can't see me right now, but I'm actually blushing. Okay.
Yes.
You want to shmoo out the bottoms of those trees so that you don't just have a green blob at the bottom like I do right now. So I'm shmooing it out a little bit. And the only reason I'm doing that is so that I just don't have, like I said, the trees stuck in the ground like telephone poles. Okay, so when you get about that many trees in, give me a thumbs up. How many people got sad when they woke up and saw the snow this morning?
It was so pretty last night. It's about 5:40-ish. It was beautiful. I thought I need to paint that storm.
Oh, you mean the storm when it came in?
Yeah, kind of stormy-ish.
I'm just going to say, you must have been in another part of Star Valley than me
I was-
because I was in the middle of a storm.
I was up on top of my string.
Oh, yeah.
It was really pretty.
The dogs love it.
Now I look at everything so differently. Well,
The
that's
snow?
everything. Oh, that would be that color, or you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
How's the studio audience doing? Are we still painting our trees?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I can't even see you over there. I heard her answer, Belen.
I don't know. I think she started.
Oh, we got a schmooer over here. What did you say, Shantae?
She's wondering, better to go from the top down or the bottom up?
The easiest way to do is actually just turn it sideways and go like that. It's muscle, what do they call it? Muscle memory. So I don't know. It all depends on what's comfortable for you. You're a lefty.
As well. There's no water.
Oh, Tina just added to her agony. No, no. So it all depends on what's comfortable for you. I do think that until you get it, it really doing straight lines is just much easier this way, horizontally.
It was too wet. It was like this.
Oh, look at yours is beautiful. Oh, don't worry about it. I've got a solution for that. It's the next step. Your background turned out really beautiful. Don't mess it up, Lauren.
You should walk around. Judy's famous words.
I'm gonna get up and walk around. That should be open.
Okay, okay.
And that is part of the problem. That's good for now. You got thousands more trees. Okay, okay, so no branch line.
How that ended up.
No branches yet. Yes. Yeah. So the addition starts. Okay, good. You,
It's a little wet.
yeah, block up a little bit more. It's not necessarily gonna be, not with your sleeve.
Well, I wore my old painting pants. Oh, that was really good.
All those trees look fabulous, Tina.
Yeah.
But I ruined the bottoms of my trees and I ruined my trees.
Well, we're trying not
I just throw more leaves in there. It's all fine.
Lots of.
Now, some people had, it was a little bit too wet, so they had bleeding with their trees. Oh, and then there are those of us who did what I said I wasn't gonna do again. I did it last week. Look, I just did it again. So
Trees on that.
So they have them where it's bleeding out a little bit too much. And the edge is soft, but we're going to be putting, don't do this yet until everybody's ready, but we're going to be putting another layer of leaves on there so you can just cover it up like that. Not like that, but another, what is it? Tumultuous cacophony of leaves. Okay. So that's how we're gonna do it. So Alpine, are you guys ready? Kathy, wave your arms if you're ready. Oh. But she's so, okay. How about you, Lizzie? Are you ready? She didn't give us a thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. All right. Okay. How much, we are gonna finish this painting today. I'm in trouble. Slow down, everybody.
That's what that teacher.
We're going to have a moment of meditation. Slow down. Okay, so what we're doing is we're creating leaves and the forest as we go along. So we're going to paint some trees, which we've done, and now we're going to add some more leaves and some more green leaves. That's a song, isn't it? Green sleeves. Okay. I'm using all of my greens, and what I also wanted to add was some blue. I'm adding a little bit of ultramarine just to get it a little bit darker. And I'm going to put some darker leaves in towards the sides over here. And again, you've got a pretty small brush to work with. So what I would do is when you blot a little bit like this, wet your brush, make it thirsty, and come in and shmoo it out a little bit. Okay, so that you don't have just these brush marks of leaves. Okay, so it's going to look like this, a little bit darker on the side in the corner. I might come with this is a little bit of yellow and sap green, and I'm going to come in and just cross some of those trees in the center. I want this center part to be the brightest area, so I'm creating the brightest greens there, just like that. And you want to leave some of the blue. You want that blue to be the blue sky color to be showing through as well. So you don't want to fill up this whole thing yet. Okay. The other side again, with this big tree in front, I'm not gonna have any of my leaves cross the main trunk. I'm gonna come in and go behind it. And maybe a little bit over this one branch here and over this branch here, but not over the trunk itself. Okay, so I did darker. I did it just blotting it down, and then I added some water to shmoo it out. And you can see how we're starting to build depth. We're already starting to get this sense of we're going into the forest.
Did you go for any of those trunks?
I went over all of the trunks except this main trunk right here.
Okay. Awesome.
And not too far, only up in the upper half of the painting, okay? Because this is the ground down here. So I'm gonna do my leaves a little bit differently down there. For down here, I'm gonna come in like this. Because they're leaves that have fallen, and you might have some grasses going in there too, and then shmooing out like this. Just a little bit of a different area, okay? But no, then in this case, I did not cross this trunk right here. Again, using all of my different greens. So we've gotten this far.
So, yeah.
Now, do you guys know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come in and blot it up a little bit. Then I've gotten it this far, I'm gonna put some more trees in. This is why it was important to have your trees be different shapes and sizes, so you can keep adding more in there. I'm adding some more violet to my umber, and then coming in and adding just some more trees. And you can see that my paper was too wet in here. But I'm a professional, so I knew what to do. So if your paper is too wet at this point, what you may want to do is hit it up with a dryer, which every library location should have. Just adding some more. And then when I do get to the center, what I want to do here is add a little bit. I want my, not purple, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to make my trees a little bit more blue and gray because they're going into the distance. So my trees back here are a little bit more gray and blue. My trees are getting wobbly. Wobbly trees. And as you get closer to the center, my trees are going to get smaller as they get further and further away. So this is what mine looks like so far. We are going to finish this painting today. I sense it.
So you added more violet to the?
I added some violet to the burnt umber, and then for the more distant trees, the trees that go further into the background, I added a little bit more blue. Blue creates distance, it pushes things further away. So they're more gray. Then, as you can probably guess, I'm going to come in with some more greens on top, covering up what I just painted more or less.
That's a lighter green.
This is a sap green.
I mean, still going.
And again, keeping it lighter towards the center, because this is my focal point. So I want that to be a really bright green area. So you're just going back and forth with this, planting some more trees, putting some more leaves in there, schmooing it out. This looks like it's a floating tree here. What am I gonna do to repair that? Look at the tree fell down.
Wow.
There you go. Looks like Canada. The wilderness.
What green is that you just put in there in the middle?
The green right here? What was the question?
Is that it mixed with yellow?
Sap green and yellow. Yes, to make it brighter. Thank you.
Judy, I've noticed that when you get it wet, you kind of dab on your paper towel, then you go for it.
Always, yes. So I always, whenever she said she notices that I always come in with and dab it on my paper towel, which I probably should have here. And yes, because you don't want too much water on your brush when you're doing wet into wet. So it's a fine line between too much water, not enough water. I forgot that I had that color. Woo, there we go. Okay. And then at this point, we can start putting some branches on. Again, using this, in this case, your number 8 brush. Do I have a number 8 brush? I do. Unless your number 8 brush looks like that. Worse. There we go. Okay. So in the background now I can start adding, if things are dry enough, you can start adding your branches. Lori, wasn't it you that had some branches that you put in that were going, or somebody last week had them going in and out of the leaves and it worked really well. So
It was Starlight and the pink.
it was who?
Um,
Oh, it was Connie. Yes. Okay. So it was really well done. So the more you build, these brushes are horrible. My brushes have been brutalized. Elisa, with all those trees that you put in, are you finding it hard to add more?
Yeah, a little bit.
But you're coping. Okay. Now, I always say to start first with yellow, because you can't paint really yellow over any color, and get a good color. But if you want to brighten up your center even more, go ahead and add some yellow right on top of your green and it will brighten it up. See how it's brightening it up in there? And when you're working with this much green, green is a difficult color to work with. We see more different shades of green than any other color uh, on the planet. Might see more colors on Mars, I don't know. Anyway, so one of the tricks that I learned back in the 1970s, yes, I was alive then, is is to add just a wee bit of red in with your greens. So I'm going in with vermilion, very, very light vermilion, and I'm just dropping a little bit in here and there. See how I'm doing that? And then I'm coming in and I'm schmooing it into the green areas and see how that brings that really beautiful color out. It just adds a little bit so that you're not all greens and you just have a little bit of color in there. Okay, other than your tree trunks. So again, I'm just adding a little bit of vermilion and dropping it right in on top of some of my greens, not all over the place, but just in certain areas. Okay, so see how that adds a lot to the green areas and makes the green pop out a little bit more.
Just straight on vermilion?
Just straight on vermilion, but it was very not dark. It was not dark at all. And then I immediately hit it up with water to schmoo it in. So I came in like this. Say I drop a little bit of vermilion like that, like that red dot. You don't want to leave that. And then I just schmoo it out a little bit. And all it's doing is toning down the green. A lot of times when you're working with green, you end up with a painting that looks like a golf course. No offense to the golfers in the community. But it is a very limey green. This is not the most exciting painting on the planet.
Oh, my.
Okay,
Yeah, me too.
you what?
Go down the path. Want to go for a walk there?
Oh, all right.
Whatever turns you on.
It's my little dog. I like this one better.
Why, Judy?
And drop. I feel like for mine at this point, I need some really, really dark. What would happen if I paint a purple one in there? Ooh.
Oh, a lot of trees.
It's a very deep forest. It's that schmoot up there. So see, even though my purple spilled out because my paper was too wet, when you just go and pick it up, it just blends right into the background. I'm going to put my human in now. Is that exciting to people? All right. So the human person is the black dot for the head. Red. The reason I put red is obviously because of the contrast with all the green, right? You can put a blue jacket in there, you know, whatever you want, black pants, paint a little doggy. It's really easy to do. So coming in with the smaller your person, the deeper it's going to look in the forest, right? Like this one is pretty small, and then I made this one bigger. So this person doesn't look as deep in the forest as this person. So I'm going to put this one way up here. Black dot for my head. Okay, there's my person, everybody. And then coming in with red. I'm using vermilion again because vermilion is the brightest red that we have. And then I'm just doing basically a little rectangle. This is my legless, armless human being with black hair. I heard a deep sigh back in the forest.
Are you using black for the head?
Yes. No offense to the blonde hair people in the crowd, but blonde doesn't show up very well. White doesn't show up at all.
So just a black dot.
So it's just a black dot. Yeah.
Did you make like a square for the body?
I made a rectangle for the body. Yes. And then guess what I'm going to do for the legs? 2 long rectangles. Thank you.
What color?
Well, I'm doing mine in kind of a blue black.
I haven't started the person yet.
A rectangle.
There's my person. Okay, now that I've established where my person is, I can now continue to paint more trees and more. Oh, This is a thick forest, Tina.
My person's attorney is, it's like Trump.
Your person, what happened to your person?
Big ol' pompadour.
Oh, a pompadour hairstyle?
My hair.
Mine kind of looks like an afro because it fizzed out a little. It's Bob Ross. That's who we should all have painted, Bob Ross. Okay, now we also want to do a little bit along the side of our path. Just to distinguish the path. I'm just coming in with straight brown. I don't know why I chose that brush. And then I'm going to schmoo it a little bit. This paper is hard to schmoo on. Just get a little bit of an edge. I'm going to drop in some browns up in that green too, because you do get decay up there. I just need to build up my area along the side a little bit more. See how that little bit of a line just defined the path a little bit more? I'm going to have it come right there. Painting under pressure. Okay, coming in over here. And then schmooing. And then we want to get a little bit of shadows going across. So the light is coming from here. Okay. Yeah, oh. Okay. Someone painted a person of color here. That's all good.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to paint just a little bit of shadows down on the ground coming from this side. And schmooing it out a little bit.
So what color?
I'm just using brown here. You can use blue, brown, actually a little, but I just feel like my ground, ooh, it looks better in front of me, but when I look at it on the, maybe abandoning this picture. I don't like the way I did that. So I'm going to schmoo it out. Don't try this at home. It's like this crazy tree going and falling out. Okay, I need to push everything back. Right now, everything's at the kind of at the same level. So I'm going to come in with some darker greens. Blue green. You can see I just mix a lot of colors when I come in here, so I've got to really, I'm sorry to say that in this set we do not have good greens. Does everybody agree with that?
Just the middle green. I like it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I just want to push things back and go a little bit darker yet. Especially, it's gonna be embarrassing if my painting doesn't turn out.
I watched a bit of a program with professional painters. I mean, that these people did oils that were amazing. They said, sometimes I just didn't know if it was gonna turn out. And sometimes I would just abandon it altogether, and they would abandon stuff that was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have done that. So what I'm saying is, sometimes they don't always turn out, huh, Judy?
No, they don't. But you do reach a point, in the beginning, nothing works out. In the beginning, nothing works out. And then one day a little corner is just perfect. And then eventually, the more you paint, that corner grows until your paintings all pretty much turn out, except for maybe like this one. It's not bad. Look at how I added that green there and I made this, it really deepened it and gave it more depth, right? But I still want to keep that area in the center fairly light. So I'm going to come in with a little bit more. And then I'm going to drag some shadows across my path, just back and forth across the path like this. Maybe some more trees. Oh, more branches. The more trees and the more branches you add, the more depth you get. I'm going to jump up and go run around and see what people are doing. I'm very curious about Jill and Elisa over there. Because Jill's doing two. Oh, you abandoned one?
My person. And then did you put a little? This is your real best.
Yeah. Let it dry and then come in. Get a few more leaves down there so your tree doesn't end abruptly.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
About green?
Yeah, it's a little bit green. Is this the one you abandoned?
Yeah.
I really like that one.
Should I keep going? Just went too dark?
No, it's stylized with the way you did your brush strokes, so it's really cool.
Not here.
Oh, it's sideways. It's like a magical.
Mike's looking over the here, it's okay.
So what color did you do your shadow in? Did you do a
Then I
shadow?
gave
I just
the trees
did browns and a little bit of violet. It looks much better from back here.
And which side of the,
That's really good.
what'd you do about it?
I did it going across both sides. You know how I had the shadows going one way for the trees across the path? I just had-
I mean, the first one, is there?
Oh, yeah, there's a person there. I didn't.
Well, we're gonna put it behind them.
If your light is coming from here, you have the shadow come in like this.
Yeah.
She's wondering about your path. What did you do across it to make it?
I was too busy
I-
working with my person.
Some shadows.
Okay, stand by, because I have another painting. I can do it again. Here we go. Okay, so far the path down there to get those colors across, I came in with browns and just a little bit of violet, not too dark. And then I just went like this, and then I schmooed it. This time I schmooed it with a lot of water. Just going across like this. Ooh, I just painted over where the guy's legs will be. Just like that.
Did you add a little bit of gray on that path or no?
No, it initially started out with yellow ochre. And a little bit of probably burnt sienna. And then I added violet and browns in and the violet is making it look gray, right? Like this area up here, that's what it is. It's violet and a little burnt sienna. Because the burnt sienna and the violet are kind of like orange and violet, which will give you a gray. I need to put legs on this guy. I feel bad for him. My legless man. Oop, I did it while he was wet. He just turned into a skirt. There you go. It still reads like a human being, doesn't it? People are easy. You just have head, torso, legs. Now, in the people class, if you decide to do your family, you must charge them if you change their bodies. I always take about 25 pounds off my husband. I try to get him to pay him, but he won't pay me. He just, you know how guys are. Yeah. It's like when I do self-portraits, I always do it from pictures of me about 30 years ago. You do self-portraits, you get rid of all of your wrinkles. So everybody got that?
This is gonna take some years.
Which one I'm working on? I really like this area right here. I think that that got very woodsy right there, right? So I want to do that same thing over here. So what we've done once again for all of these paintings, what we're doing is the large areas first and then coming in with the detail later. Then for ha-has and teehees, you can do a little splattering.
Just watch.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I have this one.
There was a word from the peanut gallery about the splattering. So if you have a lot of paper towel, cover your tablecloth, you guys. But we can spatter, right? You can spatter up into the leaves. You can spatter green. You can come in and spatter a little bit of red if you wanted. We could spatter some flowers in our painting if we wanted. Do flowers grow in the forest? Yes.
Bluebell.
Maybe even splattering a little bit of browns into the trees. Spatter, spatter, spatter. Sometimes when you spatter, you can come in and spatter water on top to just kind of turn it out a little bit. And I'm going to come in. There was a deep sigh over there, like someone was exasperated. Exasperated? How do you say that? To me, my own painting over here feels like it doesn't have enough value contrast. And part of that is because I was rushing it and we didn't let the paper dry. So when you're painting wet into wet like this and you're trying to paint really dark trunks, it's going to lighten up because you have that water on there. So that's part of the difficulty we're having. I get too excited and make you guys move really fast.
Mine's not, I'm not doing another thing to it till it dries. I
Okay.
gotta fix it.
Shantae just said she's not doing another thing until it dries, and that's probably good advice. But I mean, I always feel silly just sitting up here doing nothing, you know?
But you're really, I mean, you're a professional, so you know how to move
I'm a
it.
professional.
It's hard to move ahead. You know,
I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. I wish I was a professional house cleaner.
I think I'm gonna do a little line with a dog.
Oh, you can do a little dog. Dogs are so easy.
What's how to do that?
I knew the minute I said that I was going to got myself right into it. Okay, prove it. Prove how easy a dog is. So you just want a little dog. Again, I'm going to go the little black dog. Okay, I'll put him right. Look at right now. I have a little duck walking alongside my guy.
Sitting down.
He's what?
A sitting.
That's a skunk.
Yeah.
Right, you got a skunk.
I'm being stalked by a skunk. Okay, we're not gonna, well, can I change that into a little dog? I'm a professional. I should be able to change that into a dog.
Keep saying it, you'll convince yourself.
I think that needs to be. I mean, racing the dog. Where's Judy's scrubby? Here's my dog down here. Okay, so all I did for the dog up here was I put 2 legs and a tail.
And it's interesting.
There's my little dog. Everybody see a little dog?
I love, and you have shadows. Imagine a shadow in a painting.
I do have shadows. I'll put another shadow there. You know, put the sky. This is a wild, tumultuous cacophony of a forest. Bad things are going to happen in this forest. I can feel the wolf. Show the dog again.
It's got a tail.
Your person was like, has a good.
See, I mean, it's just,
It's like more like the cat.
you can start with the tail and then do the bottom. And a little legs. Another little leg, little ears, and a little head. That one looks more like a tarantula.
That's a long tail.
That's a really long tail. Okay, that's maybe not such a good dog. So maybe start with the ears. Little head. Can't do it holding the paper up. Then the tail. The legs.
That's good. That's cute.
Big ears. Or you could do a little chihuahua. There we go. Chihuahua. Okay. Eagle bait. Oh, I'm sorry. Does anybody have a chihuahua out there? I'm sorry.
Friend lost her Jackson. That's been ski and go. That's like, oh.
My neighbors had a little miniature Yorkshire Terrier when they moved in, and I was talking to him one day, and I mentioned that we had a hawk post right there, and he moved really fast to go rescue his little Yorkshire Terrier. Hey, I'm going to take, considering that we pretty much finished this painting today, next week is our final class, and there are going to be several people that are missing from this class because Star Valley Arts Council has a guest, I don't know, guest lecture, someone coming in and teaching a class for 2 days, I think, Friday and Saturday. So it's good that we finished this today, right? But for the rest of us who are going to be here next week, we're going to take the last half an hour just to visit with each other and look at paintings. But next week we may have to go back to winter, or we can do this one again, you know, or you can do any of the projects that you want that we've done before again. We don't just want to come and party for an hour and a half, do we? Oh, okay. Okay, there were a few nods in that. So that's also an option, just to come next week and look at everything that we painted, or to do a little bit more painting and then party.
Is that a down
So-
tree on the?
Alpine has.
This, yes,
We have a request for wildflowers next week.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. That was, you know, that was from Ellen, right?
Yeah, Ellen says it. It's Ellen. Her name's
Vote
on
for
there.
that.
was that you, Ellen?
Oh, yeah, it says Ellen.
Sure, we'll do painting of wildflowers next week. We all like wildflowers, so absolutely, that would be great. That would be. Ellen, you dog. Ellen, there's going to be trouble. We'd also like to, I would like to invite Ellen, I'll call you up later, Ellen, but I wanted to ask if you wanted to come to our class and be the official class photographer for the days you are going to be here. So yes, next week we will do wildflowers. I've taught that before. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy. Oh, Rhonda, don't wash the tablecloths because there's a lot of splattering involved, okay, in the wildflowers. All right, I want to go and show you what some of the people here have done. Starting with the star pupil.
Okay.
No, that's not me.
Gina's laughing. She thinks I'm teasing, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
Totally your forte. This is amazing.
No, this is a lot better than some of the.
Look at this. I love it.
It's going.
Now, Tina has had difficulty this whole class with water. And today she got it, right? This is lovely. I mean, I know it's different than mine, right? But to me,
It's a stop.
this is something that I would hang on my wall, really. She thinks I'm joking, but I'm not. Okay.
Oh, thank you. It's been worth coming.
Am I allowed to show yours?
You can't, but it's kind of like, I messed it up. I have to fix that.
Okay.
So make sure you tell them. She messed this up.
Okay, she said it's wet right here, so be careful, and I messed it up, so what?
Where the person is, it's no.
She said she messed it up where the person is. It's smooth a little bit, but look at, you don't even see it from here. Have really good depth here with the red where you added the red, and you just need to schmoo it a little bit more so it's not so obviously a red shape, right?
I don't like my lines where the walkway is.
Just schmoo it. Just take your wet brush and go right through the middle of it. And schmooing. There's a lot of paper here. Oh, this isn't the regular paper, is it?
I have 2 projects I'm working on, my other 2 books.
How weird.
I'm really bad at paper. I'm a work than you are.
Lori, this is so Lori.
Oh, I must go.
But don't say that.
Those of you who know Lori and know her work would immediately identify this as her work. Also, she did a lovely thing here where she added the grasses, which is something that I could definitely have added into mine to make it look much nicer. Lori is very painterly, very impressionistic in the way she paints. So this is just lovely. It really is. She got big trees in there. Oh, yes. And she put a hat on her little guy. I was trying to avoid talking about that little guy, but anyway. I had strict instructions.
Oh, I see, sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Look at you were working quietly today. Okay. Here's Judy's.
That's good.
She got good space. She did a really good thing by putting these darker shapes down along the horizon line that really pushed everything back. I love the way she dealt with her grasses through here. She was using her dry brush very, very well. This is really well done down here.
And that's part finished yet. Yeah.
Don't mess it up. This is your moment of genius right here.
It has bell bottoms.
Well, I love the way you have that green in like that. Okay, and then Connie, who's just rocking out. I mean, oh my gosh. Look at that. It's like look at her little dog. She's got an Irish setter.
Golden retriever, but I couldn't get it.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was a golden retriever. It's a golden retriever Irish setter, and then the red hat. Do you have golden retriever?
He's got him.
There's 2.
Those are the best dogs.
It's still.
I was raised with golden retrievers.
Can I go show yours? This
Yeah,
one?
they're so sweet. They don't hurt kids. They're just great.
Very opposite. There's something about this. I'm sorry.
That's me.
I really like it. It's very decorative.
I'm trying.
Okay,
My problem is I losing the craft.
Jill did hers vertically and she did 2 of them.
Oh, John.
That. Bright color. I like the way she kept her brush shape in these. So basically had really big leaves. There's something very decorative about this I like a lot. And then her little doggy there. Little doggy there. This doggy looks like it's standing up. Oh, look at, she gave her guy a little pot belly. Oh.
It's Trump, look at that hair.
Oh, and then the hair, yeah. It's an Elvis do. It's totally, it's like an Elvis ducktail.
I'll take Elvis.
I never did like Elvis. And then when I grew up, I really didn't like him, so I really was like to his wife. He was a good dude, sorry.
Okay. Here's Elisa. Look at hers. I mean, she's going towards the light. I love that.
That person's lopsided, I think it's crippled.
Leaning a little bit.
That is a puffy coat.
No, I really like that. And I like the way that she did these flowers along the side too, like a border. And then Valens. Very soft, very subtle. Everybody's is different, but the same image, right? So can we look at alpines now and then Lizzie too? I think Lizzie's the only one there.
She might be getting ready to go. Who wants to go first? Oh, here we go. Here's Afton. Hold on 1 second, Afton. Oh, there's Afton.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
She has. Yeah, I really like how you've got that tunnel look there in the blues. Very well done. Thank you. I'm sorry you're all alone. It's so much fun. You should come up here next week.
Yeah.
Come up here. We'll have lots of fun. We'll have food for you.
You should have everybody come here next week. A lot of us are gonna be here.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with Alpine, but we're totally spotlighted too.
Hello, Ellen.
Oh, nice.
Of course.
That's like come to Jesus like back then.
We like your person going towards the light.
Towards light. Anybody else want to show?
Jill said that yours was like a come to Jesus light in the background, Ellen. And she, I don't, she can hear me.
I think she's talking back to you, but we can't hear her.
Can anybody read lips?
Yeah.
Anybody else? How about Kathy's painting or Tamar's?
We're coming.
Oh,
Go down.
There's Tamar. Tamar, look at you go.
Not today, but tomorrow.
She's shaking. She's shaking her head. That's why you need us, Tamar, to tell you how good it is.
The colors.
I like the colors a lot. She's so funny. I love you, Tamar. Very well done. How about Kathy? Wendy in the background. Wendy, we should have made you. Wendy's zooming. She's zooming everybody.
Zooming out. Let's go. Oh, wrong way.
Okay, wrong way. Oh, there we go. Yay. Oh, look at Kathy. Oh, look at the one on the left. Very good depth. And Kathy, yours is wonderful too. I like those blues. Very good. Okay, so due to Ellen opening her mouth, we're going to do wildflowers next week. It's going to be way fun, way colorful. Look at everybody wants. Kathy wants them. Kathy, you're a pro at wildflowers.
I like wildflowers.
Did you see her squint? Like, no. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, you guys. We'll see you next week for our wildflower, spontaneous wildflower class.
says thank you.